So, just over a week ago, I drove across the country to go to a car meet hosted by BlackPanthaa. And this is my story. Hey everyone, I'm actually about to head out on a little trip to grab my friend for a road trip which is happening at 3 a.m. this morning. Kind of a last minute thing, but I found out there's a car meet on the other side of the country actually, which is really cool and special, and you'll hear about it really soon. So, it's about 4 in the morning. I only got about 4.5 hours of sleep, and I'm now about to do a 3.5 hour drive across the country to go to this car meet. It's a Forza Horizon themed car meet based in a town which is also in the game, and hosted by a fellow YouTuber, BlackPanthaa. Link in the description, and there's going to be a montage of me going, so cue montage. After about 4 hours of driving, I finally made it to Broadway and to the car meet. Although I didn't get much footage of the car meet, I have a lot to tell you guys. And for those of you who don't know what a car meet is, it's really simple. A car meet is just a bunch of people who like cars gathering around and looking at and talking about cars. It's really that simple. The car lineup was nothing spectacular. There are a few sporty cars, quite a few minis, Ford Focus RSs, and my car, which is definitely not sporty. And BlackPanthaa brought his R34 Nissan Skyline GTR, which was a really nice car. But overall, what I'm trying to say here is you don't need a supercar or even a sports car to go to a car meet. If you have a car, or if you don't have a car and you want to get to know the car scene, just go to a car meet. I mean, some people there were dropped off by their friends or by their mums, so you don't need a car to be involved in the car scene. I didn't think the Nissan Sunny would get any attention, and I thought if it did, it would all be negative, such as, what is that car doing here? That's just a boring, normal car. However, I was very wrong about that. The Sunny actually got quite a lot of attention, and people were asking me about it, and really surprised by how good of a condition it was, especially for the price I bought it. Some people were saying, oh, I haven't seen one of those in X amount of years. Others were saying, oh, my dad's friend had one of these. It was a great car. The engines in them are really reliable. And some other people were having a look around, really amazed by just how good of condition it is overall. And I was really just surprised that people wanted to talk about and look at my boring Nissan Sunny. On top of all of the cars in the car meet, I found probably the funniest, or at least most ironic car there. It wasn't actually part of the car meet, but it was in the same car park which the car meet was in. And it was just a boring van with Horizon on the back. And being a Forza Horizon themed car meet, I decided to change it a little bit and make it more appropriate by turning it into a Forza Horizon 4 car. Coming home, I set my GPS to Oxford, which let me take the M25 home. But to get to Oxford, I had to take some country lanes, and these lanes were amazing. They were twisty, they had good elevation changes, and the views were spectacular. It was definitely an amazing experience, and one which I'm going to treasure forever. And on the way back, there were also tons and tons of stone walls. These walls were basically just stones laid on top of each other and held together by nothing more than gravity. And to me, these were really cool and spectacular because in the east of England, we don't really have many of these. I've seen maybe 3 over the past several years, and they were everywhere there. And in the game, they're also all over the place, and you can drive through them easily, which might be an exaggeration, but I thought the game exaggerated how many of these rock walls there really were. But after being in the same area as the game is set, I can say that there are that many rock walls just all over the place. Everything was going fine on the way back, and then this happened. I honestly have no clue what that noise was, but the car seemed to go fine afterwards. It made it the rest of the way home and has done 100 miles since without a problem. If you have any ideas of what it could be, share your ideas in the comments. We also went through this really nice village, which I can't remember the name of, but it looked beautiful and also had some pretty amazing cars. So, here you go. At the end of the day, I drove over 370 miles, didn't have a single issue other than that one concerning noise, and the car ended up getting 42.4 miles per gallon, which I would say is pretty amazing fuel consumption. But when I got home, I basically slept for the rest of the evening, and that was basically it. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace!